Hi, and welcome to the 10 square metre workshop. It's been over a year since I finished my Dudley tool chest. Well, I say finished, but of course something like that is never entirely finished. There's always a few more things to add. And that's the subject of this video. I thought I'd show you the progress I've made since the last video. And if you haven't seen the series, why not see that first, before coming back to this? We'll wait for you. Bye for now. As you will recall, my Dudley tool chest is made in homage to the Studley tool chest. Not a copy, but a continuation of the idea. Since then, I've made changes both to the structure and to the contents, adding several more tools. One of the major ones is this gallery here. I always really wanted a gallery, but was put off because it broke one of my rules, that you could get any tool out without moving any others. And I'm afraid putting this gallery meant that this router needs this plane removing before you can get it out. But I finally relented, because I wanted a gallery more. I'm quite pleased with the way it turned out. Lots of little turn feet, and a top rail that has tortoiseshell let into it. I think it finishes it off. Since getting a laser cutter, I've done quite a bit of marketing work, and I've added this in places that were otherwise a bit plain. This consists of both tool-based veneering, and in this one place some Masonic symbols, which is something Studley did to his. The patterns are either embellishments, such as this bit here, or, as I said earlier, tool-based. Here the end of the rack has a chisel made. And the tray for the block planes has a block plane on it. For small areas that were otherwise a bit plain, I went for the houndstooth effect, like this. This is repeated in several places. It's behind the drill, behind the mortise chisels, and under the bits. One major addition was to fit a drawer attached to the frame on the right hand side. It was pure serendipity that there was a space already in the frame which forms a finger hold to pull out the drawer. As you can see, there's houndstooth on this as well. And the other side of the drawer is houndstooth with initials in the middle, a theme you'll see elsewhere. As well as the cabinet itself, I did some inlay on some of the tools. For instance, this square has got my initials laid into it. Among the new tools, some I bought, such as this number 1. Not a Stanley, but a copy. I'm not mad enough to buy an original. A number 1 plane took pride of place in the Studley toolbox. It was too late to fit this in a shroud. Instead, it's just mounted behind the number 7 plane. I also have a Stanley 98 and 99. These come as a left and right hand pair. I've also made several more tools. See how many of them you can recognise. Another change is the drawers have now all been fitted out. The largest is still the same. It has abrasives in it. The one with trays is now full, and now holds quite a lot of items. The one above it holds a tray, which holds 6 chisels, also shop made, and a space underneath for spares. The upper centre drawer holds leather making kit, with trays that lift out, and fitted contents underneath. The final drawer holds 2 Kamiko jigs. This apparently says Kamiko in Japanese. At least that's what Google Translate says. And that's the pairing chisel to go with them. There's also 2 stones. More marquetry work here. They each hold a stone, 1 coarse and 1 fine. And here's a couple of more tools into which I've put inlay. The final decoration is a silver plaque, the maker's label. There are a few more tools scattered around. There's a little squirrel tail plane stitched just here. Fits neatly around the handle. As you can see, things have moved on a little since the last time. Will I do any more? Well, probably. There's always another idea pops up, a little space you can put something, or a bit of extra decoration that can be added. Keeps you out of trouble. That's all for this time. Bye for now.